Good morning. This is Father Stephen Kelly from St. John's Church in Detroit. We're continuing our series of daily morning meditations, where we generally look at one or another of the lessons that are assigned for morning or evening prayer, what is known as the Daily Office Lectionary. Today, for Tuesday, let's take a look at the lesson that's assigned, the first lesson from morning prayer, and that's from the book Leviticus. Now, the book of Leviticus is the priestly book, the book of the law, how it is that a Jew is to live in relationship with God through various rituals and offerings. And in fact, the lectionary only gives us a few small sections of the book, the laws, because, and quite frankly, they can be quite tedious. I do expect that you should at some point read through them so you have a sense of what it was that had to be done and not done, and offerings. The good news is that much of this we are freed from because we have been made whole through the blood of Jesus Christ. We no longer have to offer sin offerings in the temple and sacrifice of animals and things of the like. Certainly the Ten Commandments are still binding, and much of the book of Leviticus is just darn good advice for how it is that we should live in relationship with one another. But of course, there's things in there that also seem to be, by our modern standards, to be arcane. So let's take a look at what's assigned for today. That's chapter 19, beginning at verse 26. You shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment, nor observe times. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy God. I am the Lord. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and you shall love him as thyself. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in mediard, in weight, or in measure. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah and a just hin shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall you observe all my statutes and all my judgments, and do them. I am the Lord. Okay, so here we begin out with the idea of not eating blood, anything with the blood, and again, in ancient times had to do with the ability to cut and clean and have bacteria. They didn't understand bacteria back then, but God certainly gave them these. Don't use enchantments or observe the times, right? We observe the times now with horoscopes and things like that. Forbidden. There's this part about how you cut your hair and your beard. Make cuttings in your flesh or marks in your flesh for the dead. That the ancient pagan groups around them would make cuttings on their bodies or marks on their bodies for the dead. No need for the Jews to do that. Of course, it makes sense. Please don't prostitute your daughter or your sons or your children for that matter. Let's keep the Sabbath. Let's not be going to mediums and wizards and people who are tapping into those elemental spirits of the world, right? So, you know, I hear these commercials for the psychics and things like that. Avoid them. They're not a part of the Christian faith. At best, they're playing 40 questions with you and they're telling you what they want you to hear. The worst case scenario is they're tapping into the elemental spirits of the earth, which are demons. So stay away from them. And then, of course, if you have strangers in your land, you're to treat them because, you know, you were strangers in the land of Egypt. How you would have been like to have been treated there, that's how you should treat those who are strangers who are dwelling with you. And, of course, be honest in your dealings with others, right? Just balances and weights. Don't be ripping people off. No fingers on the scale when you're you know, if you're a butcher, you can't put your finger on the scale. Charge them for your finger as well. You know, and basically what you need to do is to be honest in all of those things. These are all good things that God expects for the people of the original covenant and binding on us today as well. So today is Tuesday. We have 12:15 Holy Communion, 4 o'clock evening prayer. I hope you can join us here at St. John's Church. Of course, I will be watching them on the live stream as well. And may your Tuesday be a day that is full of blessings.